What is going on, Movie Meals? Look at this cabin again. Kyle and I are gonna try something new because I'm gonna be away from him for a lot of the summer, which is a bummer. I miss him so much. Anyway, so Kyle's been sending me some short clips, a quick review of his own, and I think we're just gonna do a longer mashup review. So that's the first one here is Toy Story 4. Saw it this weekend, and I'm gonna start my positives of the film. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. I saw about an 8 o'clock showing. It wasn't super full. Not a lot of kids my age. I'm not really in like a college town, younger 20-year-old environment here. So I was the only one laughing. I was laughing a bunch in the theater. I really enjoyed it. It's a great story. It's a very relatable story. It's a fantastic story. And it does focus more on Woody than the rest of the characters. But Kyle will talk about this too in his review part of it. But it is really relatable to, I think, for just about everybody, and I really dug that. I thought it was really funny. The animation pops. All the voice actors always come to play. They bring Bo Peep back, which I really liked. I like the explanation of her story, where she's been, why she's been gone. The conclusion to it I really liked. And I was really nervous for a Toy Story 4 because it's such a great franchise. It was one of the best trilogies of all time. And now it's now 4 movies. It's a big franchise, but I think they hit. I think they delivered. And I really dug that. So now let's throw it over to Kyle. What'd you think?
And let me tell you, I just am going to have nothing but great things to say about this because it did the impossible. We thought Toy Story 3 was an epic conclusion to this great franchise that Pixar has made for us, but Toy Story 4 still continues the story, especially Woody's story, more so than anyone else's, but it takes the story of that we got at the end of Toy Story 3, evolves in more Toy Story 4, and we get an even better story, almost an even better story, and almost an even better conclusion, I feel like. I feel like it's still going to do what we love from Pixar movies, especially from the Toy Story franchise, to where we get the heart of it all, we get the laughs. It's very funny. This is a very funny movie as well. We get the laughs, we get this charm, we get to enjoy all these characters, especially Bo Peep, who is back in the franchise, who admittedly is not like the most memorable of characters. It's 1 and 2, like she's barely an afterthought. 3, she's just gone, but 4 explains where she has been, what she's doing now, and we love this character even more. She might now even become one of the favorites of the Toy Story franchise. That's how much of a 180 the writers and the animators were able to pull off with this character and make her so much better, so much more memorable, and she really helps with Woody's arc as well. This is a way more a Woody-centric story than anything else. It's not a Woody and Buzz story. It's not really a story for everyone, for all the characters, but it's more so for Woody. But you love the arc that it goes through with him because it's relatable. It's relatable for adults, especially adults now who grew up with the original Toy Story movies back when they were younger. And I think for kids, they're going to enjoy what Woody has to go through, but as they grow older, they'll be able to understand like the message and Woody's arc that's trying to be conceived here. And I think just about everyone is gonna love Forky. I can't tell you how much I laughed and enjoyed all the moments with Forky. I knew I was gonna love this character since the first trailers for this thing dropped, but you guys are just gonna love him even more than you already thought you would, myself included. Forky is just fantastic, and as for the antagonist, I really love what they do with the antagonist. It wasn't just a straightforward villain type of arc, but there was without giving anything away, of course, there was just a lot more layers to this antagonist I really appreciate. And at the end of it all, it just made me remember why I love Toy Story and this franchise so much, because for about every character, there's always something good within all these characters. There's always something memorable within all these characters. And it's just so lighthearted, and it's just so fantastic to watch. And the animation just keeps getting better and better. I mean, this is Pixar we're talking about, so no surprise there. The animation is going to be just about flawless to watch. My main real critique about it is that I wish we got to see more of the surrounding characters. They're more of an afterthought. Even Buzz at times, he's a very integral part of the story, but at the end of it, it's more of a Woody and Bo Peep and Forky story. It's not really so much any story for Buzz Lightyear, but the story, it makes sense why towards the end of the movie, because you realize more and more that this is an arc that we need to see Woody go through and not so much Buzz. So if you guys wanted a lot more Tim Allen, you're not going to quite get that from this movie or from many of the other characters like Mr. Potato Head or Rex the dinosaur, which is unfortunate. That would be my one critique, but at the end of the day, I think people are still going to be satisfied for what we get with Toy Story 4. So
Boom, look at that little edit back to me in the cabin. I only have a little negative is you know, it is more of a Woody-centric story, and for me, I miss some of the other characters. There were moments in the movie I was like, wow, we really are just focusing on Woody and these new characters, and I missed that a little bit. I wanted a little more Buzz and all the other fun characters we've grown up with. So that was probably the biggest complaint for me. You know, maybe a nitpick, maybe this joke didn't work for me or not, but overall I really enjoyed it. I had a great time in the theater. I loved it. All the new characters are fantastic. I forgot to put that in my pause, but you know, Keanu Reeves is amazing. Key and Peele killed me. Oh, they were so great. And Forky turns out to be really good. Really worried for him if he's going to sell well, and I loved his storyline. So yeah, my only real complaint is I wish I would have maybe gotten a little more of the other characters because I missed some of them. But it is a really good story. It's a great add to the franchise. No, it's not my favorite. I think the first one still takes that for me, but this is a fantastic franchise. This might be the best franchise we have. It's 4 movies that are all great, and you can get into some serious debates which is better, and I love that. That's the best about, you know, these great franchises. And so guys, please go check it out. Remember to like, subscribe, share in these videos as always. Sorry we've got some wonky stuff. We're going rogue with some of the, I gotta go rogue with some of the camera work. Kyle's got the setup. The quality is gonna be a little off on some of the clips. It's just gonna happen. Bear with us. That's why we only, you know, we're filming in the cabin in the middle of the woods. All right. But anyway, thanks for watching, Mom.
we'll see you next time.